George Siekkinen, Siekkinen. I grew up in Youngstown, Ohio. I went to the school there. We were about 3 blocks away from the school. So I always walked home for lunch. I never had lunch at school. We grew up in a depression area when nobody had cars. They didn't even have jobs. And you'd look at somebody driving down the street, you knew you knew they were working when they had a car. Because if you weren't working, you didn't own a car. You could afford it. You had to put food on the table first. When I got my driver's license, I was 16. I drove my dad's car. My first car was a 49 or 50 Hudson. My first bike was when I was 6 years old for my birthday. Now back in those days, they rated a bicycle not by frame size, but by wheel size. So my parents gave me what we used to call a 26-inch wheel, and that was a big bike. So I would have to use the front porch steps to get on the bike, and then I'd take a ride down the end of the street, down the hill, and to get off, I fell off. I went through different periods of bicycling. Okay, I got my first bike when I was 6 years old, which I said was too big for me. Okay. And then, once I got to be 16, I gave up bicycling. I drove a car. My dad's car, he was an insurance salesman. And they spoiled me rotten, my folks did. Well, the reason they spoiled me is my brother was in the service. And they didn't know whether he would come back or not. He did, But at that time, you worry about your kids in the service and during a war, So anyhow, I got anything I wanted. So Dad bought this one car for himself, and I was working because all the young men were in the service, and you could get a job real easy. So I had a flunky job, FLUNKY. In other words, the bottom step level job in the newspaper press room where they make newspapers. And so at first I walked. It was a mile. But then I started riding my bicycle back and forth. It was downhill going down to town. It was uphill coming back. But anyway. So I started riding my bicycle down to work and back. Then my cousin was entering races in Ohio. Bucyrus, I think it was. Bicycle races. And then he invited me out to one summer to go out to California, to where he lived. So I went for a summer. And my job I had was 15 miles away from where we lived. And I would ride 15 miles to work all at midnight, work all night at a tire, stacking tires. to be at Goodrich, and then ride my bike home, back to where I was staying with my cousin. Besides the bicycling and the automobiles, what else was I interested in? The girls. Now wait a minute, I'll give you a good answer. What else was I interested in? It definitely was not school. Okay. But I was on the dean's list.
Oh.
Now he had two lists though. The good people and the bad people. And I was on the bad section. And that ain't no joke. I graduated from high school in 1945. My brother had already been in the war, 43. My brother got in 1943, and he was serving in the Navy. And so when I was 18, I was 18 on May the 30th, well, May the 23rd, 24th, I joined the Navy. Okay, that summer, Harry Truman ordered the bomb to be dropped on Japan, on Hiroshima. Okay? Okay. So, by the time I got out of boots, it took 3 months in boot training. By the time I got out of boots, the war was over. And then they sent me and a lot of other people over to Japan. Well, they came by, they wanted truck drivers. Somebody signed up to drive truck. I would have liked to have done that, but I was afraid to sign up for it. We went to Yokosuka, Japan, and the United States would send food and stuff like that for the troops. Here we were in Japan, and I'm telling you, the Japanese people were so nice and polite. Just nice people. I got friendly with this. I was supposed to be a motor mechanic. Well, that's what my grade was. Motor mechanic, 3rd class. And so I was a mechanic. So we had this one Japanese man doing the work on the trucks and the automobiles and the jeeps. And of course I just sat there and watched him. How you doing with myself? Oh, I got into it a little bit. He was a mechanic and I was the supervisor. As I got back, I went to college for 2 years. Okay, why did I go to college for 2 years? Because they paid for everything. And I never ever thought of working my way through college. So they were paying me to go to college. They paid for all the courses, and they gave me, I think, $150 a month to live on. So that's what I did for 2 years. I went to Ohio University. I went back to being a flunky in the press room. Then the boss called me in one day. He called me in the office, and he says, I'm giving you a 2-week notice. And I said, well, Mr. Weisko, I can't work for you for 2 weeks now, because I would not have the enthusiasm to do you a good job. So I said, Mr. Weisko, I quit as of now. So I quit my job. My brother was working, my brother had been finished college and was working for a Ford Steel Company, making steel. The River Rouge plant, making steel for the Fords. I think they sold steel to the other suppliers too, you know, like Chrysler and the General Motors, but nevertheless. So I drove my car. I had a 46 Dodge four-door sedan. I drove that to Michigan the next day. Later on, we got an apartment. We lived together. I did the cooking. And I worked for a finance company, Commercial Credit Corporation. And I was a repossession man. Now, nowadays, they just send the truck. They don't repossess it by hand. It's too dangerous. Back in those years, 1950, 51, 52, it wasn't as dangerous place like it is now, you know. So I had a good time repossessing cars.
When did you meet your wife?
Good question. He was a blind date. My buddy and his girlfriend was a very close friend to my wife. They introduced us. I think 9 months after they introduced us, we got engaged. After I got married and all, I was working at the steel mill in Youngstown, in Struthers, Ohio. And they went down to a 4-day week. And so when they went down, I went down back asked them if I could have work. And they said yes. So now I have 2 jobs. The steel company, the newspaper flunky, so we'd have enough money to buy make the house payments, and other incidentals like food, clothing, cars. Two kids, daughter Sheila here, and a son Bruce in Michigan working for the Chrysler Corporation